What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my MMA cheat sheet video for UFC Auckland. Alright, before we start the video, if you guys can leave a like, also subscribe if you haven't yet, I'd really appreciate that. Trying to get to 600 subscribers over the weekend, that'd be pretty awesome. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe, and also check out my prediction videos. Posted a main event prediction for Felder and Hooker, and then also going to be posting probably a quick picks full card video as well, so check that out. All right, let's start with the fights to target. Krut Olazechuk, minus 245. Fight does not go to decision. Riddell Mustafayev, minus 215. Fight does not go to decision. Patola Sato, minus 215. Sasoli Lima, minus 210. Turner Culabello, minus 190. And Potter's Song, minus 170. And then I think this is where I think these fights right here are probably going to finish inside the distance, so I'm going to target these fights pretty heavy. Hooker Felder is kind of up in the air. Maybe it finishes. I think maybe late in the fight it finishes. I don't know, but definitely these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights. 5 or 6 fights are definitely probably going to go to decision. So definitely these fights up here I'm going to want to target the most. But let's start with my core plays. Jalen Turner, I think, is a very good play here against Culabello. Throws very hard. It's just he got grounded out by Matt Frevola last fight. I don't think Culabello has that wrestling that Frevola has, not even close. And Culabello is coming in here short notice, up a weight class. I just don't think his power is going to really translate going up a weight class. And Turner definitely has the power, the length, the size. If he does try to take Turner down, I think he'll be fine. I just think the size difference is going to be way too much. And I definitely can see Turner getting a knockout here. I think he's 8,800. That's perfect. I like him quite a bit. Magomed Mustafayev, another play I like a lot. Riddell Mustafayev is minus 215. Fight does not go to decision. I just think there's a lot of hype on Riddell, and that's why this line is so close. Mustafayev has that crazy power. We've seen Jamie Malarkey almost knock out Brad Riddell a couple times. Brad Riddell is tough, but I think if Mustafayev hits Riddell with some of his shots, I don't think he's going to be able to take it. He hits a lot harder than Jamie Malarkey. And also, if Mustafayev wants to wrestle and take down Riddell, I think he can do that. So I think that'd be smart here to try to take Riddell down. But overall, I like Mustafayev quite a bit. I like him to get a knockout, but at the same time, I'm going to be playing some Brad Riddell as well. Kaikar Francis, more of like a cash play. I just think he's safe to win. And also, he doesn't really score all that bad in Draftkings. I believe he scores, in his wins, he scores 90, 103, and he has that 69 point victory. So kind of, all over the place. But I think if he does win, it'll probably be hopefully gets up to that 90 area, but I think he is a safe play. I like him a lot to win against Tyson Nam. I think he'll be just fine. I think he's the better fighter overall, obviously with his power, his speed, his volume, and Nam's just going to stand there, throw one punch at a time. And Nam did lose a unanimous decision to Sergio Pettis, so that's kind of concerning. I like Kaikar France a lot. I like him to win. I'm pretty confident in him. Also have him bet as well. So probably more of a cash play than GPP, but I think he will be okay in GPP. Maybe he gets a knockout in Dan Hooker. I wish this fight was lined a little bit closer on DraftKings. He's like 8,700. I wish it was closer to like 8,300, something like that. But I do like Hooker to win this fight. I think he's going to present some problems to Felder with his length and range there. But it's just Paul Felder's toughness. I don't think he's going to get knocked out. I can see this going to decision. And Hooker is in his hometown, but I think Hooker's definitely going to bring the volume, maybe out-volume Felder. It's just, can Hooker take the shots that Felder's going to give back? I think he can. I think he's tough as well. He's not as tough as Felder or nothing, but I think he's tough as well and definitely can take some of those shots. And if this does go to decision, it's close. He's in his hometown. The judges will probably give it to him. The crowd, every time Hooker lands a shot, you're going to get a big ooh or a big ah. I think that can really influence the judges, as always, in the hometown. So I think this will be close, and I got Hooker winning by decision. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was the first one to knock out Paul Felder. Mikhail Olazechuk, minus 245. Fight is not good decision. We're going to want to target both sides. I just think I can really picture a first-round knockout here. He's really good at attacking that body. Krut can get hit. It's just I think Crute might be coming in here trying to get takedowns. If he gets a takedown, I think he's definitely live to submit Olszewski, but definitely going to play both sides. Even Crute might be able to knock him out, but I think someone's going to get finished in this fight, whether it be Crute submitting Olszewski or Olszewski knocking out Crute in the first round. I think if Olszewski does get the finish, I think it will probably be in the first round where he's most dangerous, but overall, I like him quite a bit. He's probably my favorite GPP play, 8,200, but definitely going to play both sides. Kenan Song, 9,000. Don't mind this play at all. Colin Potter won his last fight against Makabitolo. He's on this card as well. I think Song will probably get taken down maybe once or twice, but I think his get-ups are pretty good. He got taken down by Krantz, held down for a little bit, but I don't really see Potter having the wrestling that Krantz has. And Song, when this is on the feet, Song has the power advantage for sure, the striking advantage for sure, and I definitely can see him landing a knockout shot. Potter has been finished before by Jalen Turner, so Song is definitely a great GPP play. Wouldn't really play him in cash because I can see Potter coming on here, pulling guard, something crazy like that, some Paul Craig stuff going on there, so more of a GPP play, but a good one. Takashi Sato versus Maki Pitolo. Someone's probably going to get knocked out in this fight. Personally, I think Pitolo is probably first round knockout or bust. He throws very, very hard. They call him coconut bombs for a reason. He throws bombs. I think he's mostly live to get that first round knockout, and then he might tire a little bit. But I don't really think Sato's that good. I can't really say much about Pitolo losing to Colin Potter, but I don't really think Sato's that good. And I think Sato might get knocked out in the first round here. But if it gets out of the first round, I think Sato can probably end up taking over the fight. It's just I think Pitolo is really, really dangerous in that first round. He was hitting Potter with a lot of shots, but Potter was eating him. So definitely like Pitolo a little bit more, but going to be playing both sides. I like that Pitolo is the underdog as well. All right, Shanna Dobson, not the prettiest play in the world, but Priscilla catch a beating. Whoever goes against her scores 100 points or really, really close to it. So definitely got to play some of her in GPPs. I also think this fight's going to go undernoticed because it is the first fight of the night, but these girls throw volume. Cachoeira attempts 9 significant strikes per minute. She doesn't land much, but then again, she's going against pretty decent competition. I don't really think Shanna Dobson's that good. She has 3 wins in her MMA career, and 2 of those wins were against girls with 0-0 records. And till this day, they still don't have a win in MMA. So she has 1 legit win, kinda, against a 4-4 girl. But I don't really think Shanna Dobson's that good. That's why I'm personally picking Priscilla Cachoeira. But if Dobson does win, if she has improved a little bit, improved her cardio, improved a little bit at all, I think she can possibly beat Cachoeira. But both these girls are going to throw lots of significant strikes, and I think this fight is going to be very sneaky on DraftKings. Cachoeira is not going to go down, get knocked down or anything. She's very, very tough, and I think if we're talking toughness, I definitely give the advantage to Cachoeira. If we're talking heart, I'll definitely give the advantage to Cachoeira. I just don't really think Dobson's that good, and I think Cachoeira can definitely get a win here. So not the prettiest play. I'm personally going the other way with Cachoeira, but I will play some Shanna Dobson because if she does win, she's going to score very high. Marcos Rogerio de Lima. I think he's definitely live for a first round, maybe submission if he tries to come out here and take Sassoli down, or even maybe a first round knockout. He throws very, very hard. It's just his gas tank is very worrisome. If Sassoli can get out of the first round, I think Sassoli can take over late in the fight. If I was to play anybody in this fight, it'd probably be de Lima because I think he definitely has that first round finish ability. With Sassoli, we've seen him knock out cans on the regional scene, but I don't really think his power is that crazy, and we haven't seen de Lima get knocked out much. We've seen him submitted plenty of times, but we haven't seen him knocked out much. So I am leaning de Lima quite a bit. If I was to play this fight, don't really like Sassoli that much, but it is heavyweight and anything can happen, so definitely gonna play both sides. Live dogs, Paul Felder. Not really in love with this play. He just does not throw much. He does not score really high on DraftKings. I can see him, losing round 1, 2, and 3. In rounds 4 and 5, him taking over late in the fight, but I just don't really picture him scoring that much unless he gets like a knockout, which I'm not really going to bank too much on that. So I don't know how much I'm going to play of Felder. Definitely like Hooker a little bit more for the upside. It's just the prices are so lopsided. I think it should be a lot closer. Jimmy Crute, don't mind Crute at all here, 8,000. I think he can. If he comes out here and tries to get down Olezechuk, don't know if he'll be able to do it, but if he does, maybe he locks in a submission. But I do like Olezechuk a little bit better, but gonna play both sides. This fight is definitely going to finish inside the distance, so. Ben Sosoli talked about it already. If he can weather that first round storm, maybe he gets a third round knockout or wins a decision. I just don't really see him being a finisher, so not really in love with the play, but it is heavyweights and anything can happen. Brad Riddell is going to bring a lot of volume. If he can stop those takedowns if they come, or maybe land hard shots on Mustafayev and knock him out. Or maybe just get a volume-based decision. I think he's a fine play. I think he can score very well. But I'm just on Mustafayev a little bit more. And I like Mustafayev's power, and I think he's probably going to knock out Brad Riddell here. Makabitola talked about it a little bit already. Lots of power. I think he's most dangerous in the first round. That's why I think he's a great play here. If he does get that first round knockout, slate breaker, I don't think many people are going to be on him because he did lose to Callum Potter. That looks awful on your record. It looks awful losing to somebody like that. But they call him Coconut Bomb for a reason. I think he's going to be very dangerous in this first round. And then if he gets in the second or third, I think he's going to tire a little bit, and that's when Sada can take over a little bit. So play both sides on that. Fades Carolina, Angela Hill. Carolina, I don't really think has a good shot of winning here. And even if she does win, I don't think she's going to score high. Angela Hill, 8,900. I just don't really feel comfortable paying that price for Angela Hill. I know she has a lot of volume, and she won via stoppage her last fight, but I think Luma's really going to slow down this fight in the clinch. They're both good clinch fighters. I think they're both going to slow it down in the clinch. I think this fight can be slowed down and slow down Angela Hill's pace a little bit, but ultimately I do see Angela Hill winning. I can just see her winning with like a score of like 70 or 80. There's definitely other plays I want to play near her price range, like Song or Hooker or Jalen Turner. So just not really in love with these two plays. Probably not going to completely fade Angela Hill, but someone I'm definitely not going to be looking to put in my lineups. Emil Meek going against Jake Matthews. I think he's very, very live here. The line is coming in on him just a little bit. I do think he's live for a knockout. I don't really think Jake Matthews is that good. And Meek, I think if he can stop those takedowns, I think he's very, very live for a knockout. I think he's on like a year and a half layoff. So hopefully he improved that wrestling, because that's what was really getting him in his fights earlier. So if he improved that wrestling, if he can keep this on the feet, I really, really like Meek here to win this fight. More of a GPP play. Wouldn't really play him in cash, but I do think he is live for a knockout. Priscilla catch a beating. I don't really think Dobson's good. Like I said, she has one legit win on her record. 2 of her 3 wins were against girls with 0-0 records in the MMA. So I like Cachoeira quite a bit. I like her heart. I like her toughness. I think she can even finish Dobson late in the fight maybe. She's going to come forward, throw like 10 strikes per minute, maybe land 5. But she's still going to keep throwing and throwing until the fight's over. And we saw her put a lot of damage on Molly Meatball McCann. I think she can do that here to Dobson. I think she can break Dobson. I just don't really think Dobson's that good. And Cachoeira's not good either, but I think she does have the heart and the toughness to win this fight. Luma, Luke Bami, not really in love with this pump play here, but she is live. I'm not, but I don't think I'm going to play much of it. I like Angela Hill to win. The more experienced fighter. Luma has like 5 total fights in MMA. Angela Hill has like 10 UFC fights. So definitely leaning Angela Hill. Luma's really good in that clinch. It just worries me. Is Luma going to be able to get those takedowns? She's very strong, but she is like 5'1". Angela Hill's a little bit taller at like 5'3" or 5'4". So not an awful play. I see quite a bit of people on her. Just even if she wins, I think it's going to be mostly into the clinch. Maybe lands a takedown or lays on Hill a little bit. I don't really see her submitting Hill or anything, but she's an okay play. Just not something I'm going to be really interested in. Colin Potter, we've seen him pull an upset his last fight. If he can take down Song or maybe pull guard, maybe submit Song like on the ground or maybe land multiple takedowns, I think he can maybe win a decision here. But overall, I just think he's probably going to get finished, get knocked out. So Alright guys, that's about it. If you have any questions, you can comment below. As always, if you want access to my model with the fighter stats, targets, projections, optimizer, live odds, rankings, lineup percentages, and access to my Slack chat, I'll put the link to my Patreon in the description below. And yeah, make sure you guys check out my prediction video, the main event, and also my full card quick picks, and also I give out some of my bets in there as well. And yeah, that's about it, and good luck.